We're underway live with the second half, the Panthers and the Roosters. And it is the tricolours with the first touch of the footy. They're going to need more than just the first touch. They will need the first score. The Panthers have that ability to run away with games. We've seen it time and again, week after week, over the last 2 years. Once they get ahead, they surge ahead in the final 20 minutes of games. It is their first grand final day as a club, the Roosters, in the under-20s. A knock-on here from Penrith. So a scrum feed, ultimately the football, and a little bit of luck for the Roosters.
It's a fine line for the Roosters for this back end of the game, the second half. They need to chase points, but they've got to be a little bit disciplined in how they're going to move the ball, and you just need to be certain with whenever you're passing the ball, it's going to find someone's hands.
Let's go down to the sideline. Brett Kamali with an injury update.
Yeah, well, Victor Radley, who was the 12 that went off on the big collision earlier, he passed the head assessment test, and lucky he passed it because he's now playing in the hooker position. Garvey is off, but just for now, they're saying.
We may well see young Grant Garvey back onto the field. Roosters need him. That is Henderson taking the first carry. Here is Jarrett Boland in 16. What it does do, it greatly affects the interchange. Another powerful run from Brendan Frei. Couldn't beat the last line of defence. That last line again was Dylan Edwards.
How good's he been off the bench, Frei, and also Sukamanu Raki. I've been really impressed with him.
Roosters straightening it up here. Marschke to Porter. Met strong contact. Two of the Penrith middlemen. Radley at dummy half. Playing to the line as Butcher! He's there and the Roosters are back. A little sniff for the red, white and blues. That is the start they needed in the second half, and that's the start they got.
You're absolutely right, Andy, and what about this guy? Butcher through the middle here. He's had 22 tackles. He's had 8 hit-ups, and this one is so important. Early points in this second half was vital for the Roosters' chances. They needed it, and then all of a sudden, the big names, the big players step up to the mark in the big moments, and he certainly did that.
Danny, we've spoken about the Panthers' polish and just how good they are. We've spoken so many times this season about the Roosters' resilience and how they just keep on fighting.
Perfect start to the second half for the Chooks. Brendan Frei, if you're getting on the back of him, he's showing his teammates exactly what needs to be done. He's running hard, he's running with leg speed, and showing a little bit of footwork late in the line, and he's doing some really good things in that middle third for his team. And Butcher on the back of that, you know, that's probably something that the Penrith will probably need. It is a little tap on the chin to say, wake up. We know we're 28-10 up in front. We'll be 28-12, but, you know, they need to wake up and get down there and get back to their game plan.
Very good footballer, Nat Butcher, the lock forward for the Roosters. So too this young man, the halfback Jesse Marschke. Goal kicking percentage at 70 for the season. Shouldn't have any issues with this one. And doesn't. They post first points in this second half on grand final day. And this is how they did it.
Yeah, Nat Butcher gets the first try of the second half, and for both coaches, the messages were very simple. We were 14-0 down last week on the back of 50% completion, and we ended up winning. Great courage there from the Roosters. We must score first. And Cameron Serrato said, we can't start slow. We've got to get off to a great start because the Panthers are leading and they can't drop their head. So we just saw there, Garvey certainly jersey off. I was informed possibly not coming back. You think Ice would think definitely not coming back.
Here is one of the game changers, Brendan Frei. And that is horrible news for Grant Garvey, playing his 54th game and final game in NYC. It ends prematurely. Tackled short of the 30. Fair share of the ball is exactly what the Roosters are after. So far, so good. Porter right on halfway. Radley down the short side. Nice dummy. Joseph Manu. Very slick through the midfield. Last tackle now. They go to Marschke. He pumps it up into the sun. It's allowed to bounce. And it's headed
I've got a goal line dropout.
over the in goal by Braidon Burns. Oh, he's having a wonderful day. He's scoring tries and enjoying his defence.
Yeah, this is amazing, isn't it? Just put it on the end of the beak there to put it over, just hedging his bets if he doesn't make it in rugby league. Let me have a go at the other K. But that sun in that corner there, once again, we saw it. It really troubled the Roosters. And now the Penrith Panthers, as we can see, the little header in goal. But they forced a repeat set, all-important one for the Roosters.
He might want to come back next weekend when the Sydney Derby's here. The A-League in town. Oh, that's made our day. Here is Frei, launching himself at the line. So to defender Liam Martin, who had a big shot planned. Sitili Tupouniua. Butcher plays out the back to Marschke. Numbers here. Manu beats one. Play on. Ball still live. Tuisese here. Heads infield and proving very difficult to stop. But again, the Roosters with a good ball error.
Yeah, that's one of those opportunities where Manu would love to have back. I was talking back before. It's a fine line. You've got to attack, but you also got to be disciplined and take the tackle and stay down here a little bit longer and put some more pressure on the Panthers.
16-point difference. Panthers in control. Oliver Clark, the skipper. 10 hit-ups, 17 tackles. Busy afternoon for Big Ollie. They motor downfield so effectively. Tackle number 4, and they throw it to the air for Kiah Cooper. Nicely taken, and had a shot put on him by Liam Martin again. He's got shoulders 2 feet wide, Liam Martin, today. Wouldn't you believe a stamp on anything? This is Johnny Tuivasa-Sheck, younger brother of, and I know Big Rog would be watching and enjoying his younger brother's performance. Penalty, 3-all the penalty count. First of the second half. And the timing probably couldn't be any better for the Sydney Roosters. They finished the regular season in 5th spot with 14 wins, a draw and 9 losses. They've been the success story throughout the final series. Now to Reuben Porter. Bumps off one, then is driven onto his backside by a pair. Radley at dummy half. Frei. Radley doing a good job, that dummy half roll. Here is Butcher into the line, almost through it. Martin was there again. Good quick play, the ball. The Roosters are on here. If they're good enough, they're over the line and denied. Momirovski has been driven backwards.
Milking it. Still got it. 4.
Tackle number 4, Butcher. The dummy. Head down, backside up as he drives towards points.
Stand, give him room. Nathan, play when you can.
This is passionate, energetic defence from the Panthers. Shot ball and over. Oh, a powerful try from the Sydney Roosters. Sitili Tupouniua crashes over, and we've got a game.
Oh, we absolutely do, Andy, and it's just been on the back of some really simple play, running the ball hard. Radley in a dummy half. He's not overplaying his hand. He's just played short to his men, running hard. He's been great off the bench, hasn't he, Tupouniua? Also with Frei, he's had good backup, and Raki, they've been great. They've got great advantage of those guys coming off the bench. Simple football, but it's got them right back in this contest.
Something that'll never change in our game, Alan, is running hard, running the football hard with some intent. And the way you do that is on the back of completions, because you've got energy. And all of a sudden, they're getting through their sets, they're forcing the issue. And all of a sudden, here comes some points. So, game on.
(28-16). Kick to come.
Just thinking of Nat Butcher there, Andy. The metres after contact he gets his team. He's He's that physique. He just keeps on going forward. And if you can do that, your meters after contact, then that can get your dummy half out, in which Radley's taking advantage of and doing a really good job.
Marschke, 19 metres back, just off centre. This is good as well. Oh, an impressive start to the second half for the Sydney Roosters. 28-18, Brett Kamali.
Yeah, that's what we see in the Holden Cup. You see a lot of momentum changes and comes in through and throws. And obviously, 5 from 6 is the completion rate in the second half. It was a horrible forced pass from Joseph Manu that he didn't have to play. The message would have been, run hard, get together in the field. I think the side that's got all the momentum and is lacking any fear is the Roosters. I think the Panthers, at this stage of the game, would be feeling enormous pressure.
Roosters restart. Possession in this second half, the opening 10 minutes. All the Roosters. A complete reversal of the last 15-20 minutes of the opening half. And the missed tackles in the second half, 13-1. So slowly, all the stats are levelling up. Butcher through the middle. Panthers looking a little vulnerable in that middle third of the footy field. Momirovski taking it to the line. In fact, it's Jarrett Boland. Last tackle. Up we go. Awkward ball here for Edwards. Takes it beautifully under a heap of pressure from Joseph Manu.
This is a really important set for the Panthers. They need a simple but effective set and a good kick and kick chase at the moment. You're looking at a little bit of the body language from the Panthers playing, struggling to get back behind the ball, as you can see. This is a magnificent take from Edwards. Sun in his eyes, the ball wobbling around. That was a critical take.
Danny, in terms of game management, would have you rather that kick be a positional kick into a corner and applied a form of pressure onto the Panthers?
Oh, ideally, but I think that was the right play. That kick, put the ball up in the air, and I just think the calmness and the time that Edwards displays as a fullback, he's got a huge future, and most fullbacks, the pressure that he was under there might have spilt that.
Okay, ball free and into the hands of Porter. It seemed no one wanted to contest it. Oh, he thought about flicking it out the back there, Joseph Manu. Under the way to 2 big defenders. This is now Johnny Tuivasa-Sheck. Coming in from his right wing position to help out. And here is Butcher, who just simply doesn't stop. 13 hit-ups, 28 tackles. He leads both statistics for the Sydney Roosters. Shouldn't be a surprise if you've watched any NYC this year, though. They go to Marschke. Pumps it up into the middle of the field. Edwards goes back towards his goal line.
Yeah, I don't think it'll be long before we see Soni Luke back on the field. The experienced young man, I know he's missed a lot of the season, but creative out of 9 and just give him a bit of control in and around the middle. He was best on ground. He won the Jack Gibson medal for the final last year. He's got that experience. He's got that composure. I think he needs to be brought back in.
Brett Kamali's as close as anyone is on the sideline for us this afternoon. Are the Panthers, from your seat, looking as fatigued as they do from ours?
Oh, they certainly are, Andy. There is no talk in the Panthers team at the moment. The first half, there was lots of talk, lots of energy, and they're willing to chase the kicks, which that's a great sign of an indicator, is kick, chase, and willing to work hard.
It didn't sit up like the Panthers had wanted from the boot of the very talented Tyrone May. So a 7 tackle set. And a little bit of pressure here from the Sydney Roosters. They start their set with the winger, Bernard Lewis. This is Kiah Cooper, the fullback. Bumps out of 1. Bumps into another. Oh, very good metres. Congratulations, Kiah Cooper, to the 40-metre line. Geez, they lined up Big Benny Thomas there, the 18-year-old front rower with a huge future. Radley short to Butcher. And a double knock on. Oh.
Yeah, Victor Radley's doing a job for his team in there. Obviously wearing the number 12 shirt, which will say he's a back rower. And just a concentration thing. It's something that you're not used to. Playing in the dummy half position for him. It's a big shame for him.
Was it a knock-on out of dummy half? Is that what they're saying?
I think it was,
Because
mate.
certainly Butcher didn't touch it, did he?
Yeah, no, it's a knock-on from dummy half.
Wait. Head in. Ball in, Tyrone.
A let-off for the Panthers and an invitation into the Roosters half. Still a lot of football to be played. Just the one incomplete set from Penrith.
Let's go.
Amazing execution on the big stage. 23 completed sets. They've had the ball just 24 times. Dummy, and almost through goes Wayde Egan. They are testing the Roosters' resilience here. Tyrone May gets to within 2 metres. Last tackle now. They come back to the halfback Blore, who has caught ball and all. Congratulations there to the Roosters, who survived a very dangerous threat and set.
Yeah, good defensive set there from the Roosters. I don't think the Panthers will be too worried about turning the ball over in that field position. They would have loved to get a contest on a kick or even force a repeat set, but they get an opportunity now to reset their defensive line, really rip in again and try and force or at least control this momentum of the Sydney Roosters side.
Again, it's the three-quarter line, the outside backs that are coming in to offer their assistance. There's Johnny Tuivasa-Sheck back on the inside for Kiah Cooper. Some ball playing into the line for the Roosters here. Manu spits it out the back to Anderson. Ankle tapped, play on as the call. And he is finally driven to ground. Penrith are on their heels. This is the final play. Grubber through. And too much on it. If they had have chased, they may well have got that final bounce.
Yeah, the ball had just sat up there nicely at the back end, but that was some good signs. Manu chasing the football. He actually went from his right-hand side centre position over to that left-hand side, getting heavily involved. He knows he needs to get his hands on the football.
I'm not sure if it's part of the tip sheet or game plan to have your centre grubbering through.
No, I just like the idea that he's getting involved. He knows his team needs him, and he's a first grader, Joseph Manu. He's definitely a huge potential in our game, and he's getting his hands on the footy.
I think we've got a lot of future first graders on display in this game today. Transition percentage isn't always high from 20s football into first grade. You're going to see and hear a lot about some of these young men over the next couple of years. Dean Blore, halfback is tackled. They play it back to Wayde Egan. Out to Tyrone May. Yes, they are going to run it. They knew what was coming. And the flag is up. The Roosters, maybe better luck than management, survive.
Once again, the wide ball from the dummy half. And Tyrone May, he demands that the 9 gets it to him. He gets it to him out in front. And oh, how's he go here? He's out.
Great work by the touchy there, and he's lost the football end. And Ratu Tuisese, he'd be disappointed with this because he's one of the best finishers in the NYC competition, and he had the space there. He should have got that football down, and that's a real let-off for the Roosters. They're not far out of this game, and that could have been, you know, one of the nails in the coffin there to seal this game for them. A missed opportunity. Roosters' opportunity now.
Let's go down to the sideline, Brett.
Yeah, just talk about the game of football at the moment. There is 10 points between the two sides. There is 21 minutes to go. There is a mountain of time left. It's like they're trying to win the game at the start.
Here go the Roosters through the middle, and it was Victor Radley, the back rower, playing hooker. Jesse Marschke goes into dummy half. Now out to Reuben Porter. Joseph Manu looking to put the fancy footwork on. Porter, he wraps back around, and the Roosters flying downfield. This is now the final tackle. Marschke across field. Oh, it's so close to a knock-on, then spat out the back for the Panthers. Impulsive play. Oh, wow.
Kick to the corner for Brown, probably was the option. That sun still blaring into that right corner.
Might have been just a little blood rush there from the Roosters because the kick probably didn't have the air underneath it that was required. Settling down to a very good game of rugby league. On the hour mark.
Full pass.
Another incomplete set here from the Panthers.
Well,
and a massive, massive chance for the Roosters.
Well, we talk about that width from Tyrone May all the time, but he just came onto the football a little bit too much, and he forced that pass. And then all of a sudden, the concentration levels in the Penrith Panthers have just dipped a little. It's about 20 minutes into this second half. You often see this. There's some big tired bodies in and around the middle, but whether it was Burns with that offload, put his team under a huge amount of pressure. And then all of a sudden, the forward pass from dummy half. The Roosters, they need to make the most of here and now.
Playing out the back. Oh, they had a 3-on-1 situation. Kiah Cooper was raced up upon by Braidon Burns. Now Butcher to settle things down in the middle third of the field. A good quick play the ball. It's now on to Marschke, and Thomas is amongst it over the 30-metre line. Faamausili. Big Poe back onto the footy field. Radley to dummy half to Marschke, running freely. The ball spat out the back. Jarrett Anderson has had 2 plays at it, and it is play on for the Penrith Panthers, who are looking to go length of the field. Then they drop it.
Leave it.
Oh,
Loose carry,
Daniel
You've had your
Brown.
advantage.
Who'd want to be a 20s coach?
Oh, my goodness.
Book him into the asylum now.
Oh.
Amazing passage of footy.
They've raced up Braidon Burns, and he made that all-important tackle, the flick pass there, which I'm not sure was needed, but it goes into the hands of Brown. He races away. Great defence by the Roosters. He's saying that the ball was played out. Daniel Brown here from Lewis. Let's have a look. He comes at it.
The referee has acknowledged that, but they also acknowledged it's a loose carry.
Yep.
Was how important is the next points in this match? Yeah, Penrith could ice the game with the next try, but saying that, the Roosters are well and truly in this match.
Completion rate in the last 5 minutes, 50% only for the Roosters, but donut for the Panthers. A huge turnaround. They have to turn this run of possession with a little confidence into some points here. At worst, into some field position. Jarrett Boland. Tackle number 4 already. Butcher spits it out the back to Marschke, travelling across field and flung to the ground. On the last tackle, they go to Momirovski, and up he goes. Good tackle. Great chasing team. And it was led by Jarrett Anderson. Now the pressure is on the Panthers.
Yeah,
how good are they from their backfield?
Yeah, they're going to have to roll up the sleeves, but it was a nice take from Daniel Brown too. We've spoken about that son. He leapt above the pack. Good defence all round. It's still in the balance, this game.
This Penrith Panthers footy side lost in round 1 against the Canberra Raiders on the full-time siren. They then went 17 weeks without a loss. They're currently on a 4-game winning streak as they go downtown with one of the bigger kicks of the game. And Kiah Cooper picks up the ball, looks up, and it's a long way from home. Tuivasa-Sheck to Lewis. There's something you don't see very regularly. Winger passing to winger. Here is JTS again. Timepiece working for the Panthers, working against the Roosters as we get close to 15 minutes remain. Again Butcher, and again with the offload. Very classy football. Roosters through the middle. Look at Radley in one side, almost out the other. Pressure on the Panthers. Here come the red, white and blues on the last play. Marschke grubbers through, and the Roosters have scored through Joseph Manu. A huge play. Oh, boy. You ready for a finish?
Here we go, the final 15 minutes. Strap yourself in, let me tell you. But it was all on the back of Butcher and his run. He got the offload. Marschke, he takes the ball to the line here, sums it up nicely, puts a little kick in behind, and bang, they've actually gone up. They're going to challenge this, Andy.
Okay, let's listen in.
I didn't see too many problems there early on when we first saw it.
The general Luke Patton up the back. Is there a knock-on here from Marschke? No.
You can see it's a knock-on Panthers and then a contest for the ball. The Roosters then take possession of the ball cleanly.
All good. And Joseph Manu joins a huge list of players in the NYC that have scored a double on grand final day.
Anytime he's involved, the Roosters have all for the better of it. Radley's getting out from dummy half. Now there's a few more opportunities for him, but the way he moves, Victor Radley, geez, he can get out of there.
What about the list of players that have scored doubles on grand final day in the under-20s? Jaral Yao-Yi, Gareth Widdop, Elijah Taylor, Conrad Hurrell as another, Marika Korobiti, Jimmy the Jet Roberts, Solomon Carter, now Joseph Manu. Brett Kamali adds his name to the list.
Yeah, it's been an exciting second half, and all the momentum is in favour of the Sydney Roosters. We saw the Panthers 4 from 9 completion rate in the second half. They're out of petrol. They're running out of gas. For the Roosters to win, they've got to keep challenging the middle of the field. Play through the middle, get some second phase, and wear the big forwards for the Panthers out.
A restart here, a 4-point game. Thomas with the return. A forced change here for Cameron Ciraldo. It affects the interchange. Wayde Egan has come from the field, we think, and Soni Luke back into the game. Butcher again, the skipper, leading by example. Porter to the fringe. Had Manu on his outside. Also Tuivasa-Sheck decided against the pass as Marschke crosses the field. Nice height on the kick. Allowed to bounce by the Panthers. Almost at their own peril. That could have been disastrous.
Yeah, letting the ball bounce there. It's playing Russian roulette, isn't it? But I tell you what, Nat Butcher, we've given him huge raps, but every one of these points in the second half has had something to do with him, whether it's been him scoring them or his lead-up runs and offloading ability or the momentum that he's created. All of the tries, whether it's been Tupouniua or Joseph Manu, it's because of Nat Butcher.
Remind me, the scoreline at halftime, 28-6, and we were thinking, this is gone, this is done. Think again with 12 and a half to go. Last tackle for Penrith, Soni Luke. Very good game management, and Luke puts it into touch. Not only does it buy his teammates 30 seconds, as his opposing hooker Garvey looks on, not only does it buy his teammates 30 seconds, it forces the Roosters into a set restart.
Yeah, I know it was an interchange that they probably didn't want to make too early, but I think Soni Luke should have been on the field probably 10 minutes ago because of this exact play. Finding touch, slowing the game down, getting back in control. These Penrith Panthers, they look shot to pieces there. The Roosters have got all the momentum. They're coming out of line, the Panthers. They're letting their opposition get plenty of offloads. They just have to hit the reset button.
The Roosters won just once in their last 5 games in the regular season. However, when it's come to finals football, they have defeated the Raiders, the Sharks and the Dragons from the bottom half of the draw to get here to face the defending premiers today. Radley out of dummy half is tackled on the 40-metre line midway through our count. Out through Momirovski. This powerful young man, Thomas. Last play here, Marschke. End over end. Lewis has a grab at it. Juggles. Should I say Tuisese? Caught it over his shoulder. Ball going from the sunlight into the shadows. An offload here from Penrith. They play out to Wayde Egan. His experience tells him just to tuck the ball under the right wing and go to ground with it. Into the game again as Dylan Edwards. Being conservative to a degree. Safety first football from Penrith. They'll be reliant on Tyrone May. They're 6 to manage this game for them in the final 10 minutes. Soni Luke had a look up, liked what he saw. Last tackle. May plays it short. And a knock on here.
Come through, Drew.
Penrith Panthers. And it'll be a simple changeover, but 90 metres, the Roosters.
Yeah, when May's going the line, you've just got to hold back a little bit more because he's got so much to do with the ball and he's got so much talent. So we spoke about last week as well, the runner's always on him a little bit too quick, but if you can hold off May, he can do something for you.
Looks fun, doesn't it, coaching?
Yeah, I hate to see his blood pressure right at the moment. Cam Serraldo, he's some frustration there, but they haven't really backed their kicking game, have they? They've run the ball on the last play on a number of occasions, and an opportunity there for Tyrone May to trickle it in goal, but they force their hand, come up with an error.
Thomas rolled to his back to slow it down. A very big 10 metres has been held in this second half from our referees, Drew Altram and Ziggy Chetlasser-Adamski. Open free-flowing game. Still the Panthers yet to score in this second half, looking to tackle their way to a premiership. Momirovski. Oh, that's a bomb. And a bounce here for the Roosters. Lewis back on the inside, and he finds Braidon Burns.
That was great positional play from Braidon Burns. He knew that Lewis had to flick the ball back infield. He got in between the other Roosters player that was in support. That was really smart piece of play. Daniel Brown, you can see down in back play, just some cramps, the fatigue, the pressure, it's all starting to build.
We know we're in the championship rounds, Alan, when the old cramps come out, mate. It's, we've got 10 minutes left and all game on here.
Awkward looking tackle involving Wayde Egan. Now it's Tyrone May out to Corey Waddell. One of the try scorers here for the Panthers in this first half. 5 tries to 4 it is. Penrith in control, played out by the Roosters, and down they go. Numbers on the inside. Looking for the posts. Looking to draw level. And Johnny Tuivasa-Sheck does just that. 28 apiece, kick to come, and 7.5 remain.
Well, what about this? Tyrone May takes the football to the line. The foot gets stuck out there, and back on the inside, Johnny Tuivasa-Sheck. Great support play. He's got a set of wheels on him, let me tell you. He races away. The defensive pressure coming across from Braidon Burns, but he beats him to the line. Well, at 28 points to 6 at half-time, we were talking by how much, and then what a turnaround from this Roosters side. 4 tries in the second half, all the momentum in their favour, and an opportunity to go in front now.
Johnny Tuivasa-Sheck has scored the try, but at what price?
That's his 18th hit up today, Andy. He's been immense out there with Manu on this right side.
Looking at the right knee of Tuivasa-Sheck, and he's in a position here where the referee has had to blow time off. So that's to the benefit of the Panthers, who interestingly enough have formed a huddle on this near side of the field in the shadow, in the shade. They are obviously feeling the sting because the Roosters have had just so much football in this second half.
Has he hurt himself on the put down here? It's the only way.
Just the way he twisted here, might have got caught on the ground. didn't seem too much in it, but great work by Radley. He was the man that trapped the kick from Tyrone May when he put it through. He found Tuivasa-Sheck, that man that's down on the ground at the moment. He's just holding that knee. He looks like he's going to try and take his place back in the field.
Oh, liability there, isn't it? He couldn't possibly stay on.
With this match this afternoon, the way the first half went, someone in the second half needed to stand up. And that has been Victor Radley for mine. I thought he's a proper footy player.
Yeah.
He's got attributes of, you know, he looks pretty fast, but he's not big. He looks pretty strong, but he's a proper footy player who knows, plays on a bit of instinct, and when you throw a back row into dummy half, you know he's got some pretty good skill.
28 all. The Roosters lead 30-28 with just over 6 minutes remain, and he's done. Johnny Tuivasa-Sheck. So they're without Grant Garvey, the hooker. They've got a back rower playing at 9. They're going to have to put a forward out into the centres and reshuffle to throw someone on the wing.
And that would be the edge that the Panthers would look to attack. That's the point-scoring opportunity. The Roosters, it's the best defensive period of the game is the last 20 minutes. When the game is on the line, you've got the momentum. You could count sets down. You've got 4 defensive sets for Sydney Roosters to get through if you complete your sets.
It's there if they're good enough. Thomas, outstanding in his second stint. Tries in the 43rd, 49th, 65th and 73rd minute. What a comeback this has been from the Sydney Roosters. Their biggest comeback prior to this, 18 points. That was against Cronulla in round 19. Bumping out of tackles and still going the Roosters. Wonderful run from Jarrett Anderson, and the Panthers, they look gone. They look done, the defending premiers. Such an amazing season, yet they trail by 2 with 5 minutes remaining. Marschke on the last tackle. They go out to Manu. He flicks it. It goes straight to the Panthers.
Coming out of a corner. Changeover.
Again,
Penrith
little
ball.
question mark over the game management.
Yeah, I mean, it's the way he plays, isn't it, Manu? And the foot there, maybe of Christian Crichton, got in the way too, but this is Tupouniua, the man. He's had to go onto the wing. He usually plays in the middle third of the field, whether it be a lock forward, sometimes on the edge, or even up front. He's playing on the wing.
Surely Cameron Ciraldo and his coaching staff have tipped up the players that this is the come-to side. You've got a middle forward on the wing. Penrith far from done, over halfway, middle of the count. Oh, they've slowed this right down the Roosters. Muscling forward is Tuigamala. Last tackle now to Tyrone May. Up he goes. A test for Kiah Cooper. They let it bounce. The Roosters have picked it up almost into touch. And we've got a Penrith penalty.
It's just a penalty. Time's off.
He's taken without the ball.
Tyrone. Drew, come to the mark. Hit on the kicker. Hit on the kicker. Mark's here, Drew.
Hit on the kicker. Light-ish, shoulder-ish. Panthers fans are saying, of course it's a penalty. Roosters fans saying exactly the opposite. Do you take the shot? They are. Dylan Edwards steps up to the plate with just over 4 minutes remaining.
Look, I don't think there was too much in that kick pressure coming through. I think they might have got lucky here, the Panthers, but this is a massive kick. Here he goes, Dylan Edwards. He's cool, calm. 60% roughly over the season, his kicking percentage. This is huge.
He's kicked 4 from 5. 20 metres back. 10 metres in from touch. No real wind to speak of. It stays right. And the Roosters remain 2-point leaders. But you just get that feeling this isn't over yet.
He tried to steer that through. He didn't really follow through with really good kick technique, but it's tense out here now.
Big shot from Oliver Clark there defensively. This is now Butcher. Goes to the ground. Clark, back-to-back efforts with Reed Izzard there. Izzard chasing from the inside. On to Joseph Manu with 3 minutes remaining. Last tackle now for the Roosters. Downfield they go. To the hands of Edwards. Would love something special, a little magical to make up for that missed kick. It's not the way he wants his season to finish.
Well, here we go. The Panthers have probably got 2 sets left in this game, searching for points. Who's it going to be? Soni Luke, Tyrone May, Dylan Edwards. It comes down to this.
The Roosters lead by 2. Crichton and Burns have been outstanding as centres. The quick tap. They're backing themselves here. That is the one. From Penrith through the middle of the ruck. Is that their chance gone?
Oh, your mindset, there's the head noise going on out there with all those players. One more tackle when you're in D, and when you're with the ball, you're just trying to push up and support, and that's gone astray.
Penalty number 8, Penrith.
Big moment in the match.
A huge moment in the match, and a penalty here for the Roosters, who could almost wind this down to deny Penrith a further touch. Should have they had another crack at goal, or were they right in taking the quick tap? We will never know. 90 seconds. 2 points. Anderson through the middle. The Roosters. An amazing run it has been in the finals. As we said, victories over the Raiders, the Sharks and the Dragons after finishing in 5th. The end of the regular season, they have been the form team. The commitment they have shown today, the resilience and the effort. In particular, this man, Nat Butcher, outstanding. Last tackle, 45 seconds remaining. Marschke into touch. With one eye on the clock, the other on the referee. The Panthers race to the scrum. And time is off now with 27 seconds.
Yeah, you can stand
on the
up.
clock.
You just can't change positions.
What a captain's knock from Butcher. 42 tackles for Butcher, 21 hit-ups. That's stuff that legends are made of in this 20s competition. Massive potential.
An interchange down to just 2. What a courageous victory this will be for the Roosters if they can hold on another 17 seconds. Epere. Quick play the ball. Soni Luke. Now to Tyrone May. He chips over the top. The Roosters get it. And the Sydney Roosters are the 2016 Holden Cup premiers. They have won it in a thriller. Against the odds. A huge comeback. This side that finished the regular season in the bottom half of the draw has come from behind to defeat the minor premiers, the defending premiers, and the red-hot favourites, the Penrith Panthers.